Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me today. We'll be playing as Norway and bringing back the Vikings. Norway has a unique formable known as Norgesveldet, and another one that grants command of the Vikings, which we can use to simulate a Viking conquest of Christian Europe, and maybe even expand into other continents. But first, we need to focus on our internal affairs and build up the country to prepare for a massive conquest. So I'm going to start off with improving our infrastructure and ignoring safety regulations. Let's zoom in here. We're going to build an electronic factory, a fertilizer factory, a steel factory, motor, well, civilian right there. Now we do a motor. I'm going to up my anti-corruption just a bit. Let's see. It's only by one we need to do. Very nice. Research, advanced supercomputers, and we're going to go straight into infantry technology after that. Winter Soldier, that'll be really good for Norway. Let's justify on the Isle of Man and the Faroe Islands. Let's see, mass attack. Do we want to use mass attack? I think we want to use mass attack. Yes, Grand Fleet, mass production. This is what we need to form Norgesveldet. Iceland and Greenland are up next. 25 to Mexico, nice. 15 to Indonesia, huge. And 11, wow, nice. Max research spending, education, government, military, and we'll do minimum taxes for the additional stability. Let's go straight into state focus press regulation, and we can also sell 15 electronics to the internal market, 12 fertilizer to the internal market. That way we can get the plus 15 manpower increase from fertilizer, and electronics give us more research output. It's very nice. So this is why I justified on the Isle of Man, because I knew the UK was going to invade it and we can just steal the money from them. So nice. I am going to develop everything and build recruitment centers on all of Norway. We got to get the entire country enlisted into the army. Seize treasury and resources. Nice. That's a free 75 million. People's army. So Denmark, we're going to go into... What the hell? Okay, that guy's puppeted by the UK, apparently. We're not going to go into them. Denmark and Sweden. I'm so glad this capital region can house all of these factories, because we can just build infrastructure on this, and all of the factories will be getting a additional output from that infrastructure. I don't know what the UK is doing. That's kind of concerning. I don't see why you'd be positioning your troops right there. That seems kind of weird, you know? Well, we are developing everything and building recruitment everywhere, so this is a very bad time. Propaganda only for our press regulation. You know, Vikings in the media, Vikings in the government needs to be everywhere. Push everybody who isn't a Viking out of the frame. UK going for the Faroe Islands next. We are stealing all of this guy's money. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he wanted to invade us now. I am going to just spam out all of our manpower. Okay, here we go. Yep, stole the money from that. Let's go into Denmark. That's going to be our first conquest. Let's build a destroyer. Gonna build an artillery piece as well. And does anybody have aircraft parts they would be willing to trade us? Oh, damn. This UK player is a gamer. Wow. Is China gonna accept our trade? Let's see. If he doesn't, we're gonna have to build our own aircraft factory. And I'm thinking, yeah, we're gonna have to build our own aircraft factory. So we can attack the Danish troops and kill them a lot faster. Yeah, that's very nice. All right, auto capture that. Low party loyalty. We could go maybe into Canada. More accurate. Let's do another development. I am risking a lot by doing this because you never know. The UK may just want to jump us randomly. We can sell 18 consumer goods to the internal market. Oh, Sweden became a player. Oh, what you doing, buddy? You think you're gonna invade us, pal? Yeah. Let's build a fort on our capital. Of course, Sweden becomes a player in 2020. You gotta love when that happens. Why do people do this? I mean, just create a new server already. It's gonna be way better for you if you do that. I don't see what's the point in joining 2020 servers. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna need to rush limited conscription. Here, let's attack this dude. And I just eliminated the entire Swedish army, hopefully. I still think we need to go into limited conscription. Usually, I would go into constitutional first. Oh, he was actually going to attack us. Why do people do that? You're telling me that guy joined in 2020 just to play a country to hinder my game? What in the hell, bro? Like, seriously, that's your only purpose in playing the game is to join a country next to a player and try to just be annoying. That's the only, like, what in the world? I didn't realize our infantry were that strong. I mean, we're just taking million pops like they're nothing. We can get rid of this aircraft factory, by the way. We don't need that. Constitutional monarchy. Oh, I missed the Finnish treasury. I mean, we still got 30 mil, so that's all right. Capital defense. Let's see. Oh, it's just tanks. Why do I feel like we could beat this guy pretty easily? Well, after we've done this, let's start moving into economy, electronic payments, financial analytics, then politics and anti-corruption measures, as well as political science. We're just gonna be a Viking and do what we do best, and that's conquering from the coastline. Okay, I guess this guy didn't want to conquer Iceland. We're gonna do it then? Sure. Okay, here we go. Attacking the Greenland capital. We're winning. Conquered Greenland. Now it's time for Iceland. Firearm regulation. We're gonna make that illegal. Conquer all of Iceland now. Let's go. Now we brace for war with the Brits. The British people. Let's do max taxes again. Maybe that'll... There we go. We have a decent economy now. There we go. What purpose are you serving, Ireland? As a puppet of Britain, you need to rise up and reclaim Northern Ireland. This is a disgrace to Irish people. Why are we subject of the UK right now? Head of government. Yeah, I'm looking for some leaders that are not garbage. There we go. I think it's time we finally take off, ignore safety regulation, and instead do favor the political elite. Reap the benefits. Nice. The stock market is doing well. Yeah, let's go into unlimited working hours. I feel like it's absolutely necessary because we need the tax income right now. We've declared war on Saint Pierre. That way we can do moderate war bonds. Emergency war fund. Yeah. That should be good as well. I was thinking maybe I could justify on them before I put on Neutrality Act. We could justify in Ireland. You only live once. And also Prosperity Act, I'm gonna put that on. Okay, we have a pretty large economy. A couple destroyers, right? And then he might make battleships, so let's make some submarines. And a huge... What in the world is this? I just saw a submarine line right here. USA's doing what? Invading Morocco, which is allied to Germany. All right, let's spam out a heap ton of attackers. I feel like landing in Ireland first would be a really good idea. Let's advance the research and do Military Service Act. I've justified on Ireland, and the UK still hasn't made any destroyers, so I'm not sure if they're on comms or not. Maybe Ireland just decided to wake up one day and be some guy's puppet. So let's do advanced IFVs. All of these upgrades too. Gonna select all of Sweden, all of Denmark. Oh, we need over 50 cities for them to group. There we go. And just do this right here. Very nice. I'm sure the Irish population wouldn't mind us liberating them from British rule. I have more fighters. We should win that engagement. Very nice. The Viking army should reign supreme over these Irish folk. Oh, is he sending his tanks over? If he's sending his tanks across the water right now, I can eliminate his entire army. Attackers, please have enough endurance to make it. Entire British army right here. Oh my gosh, we just did it. That's what I'm talking about. He ended up leaving the game. GG, well played, UK. Ireland has been seized. You know what? This guy is in Africa. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to go all the way down there. The line is white, which means we should be able to just walk across it. If it turns orange, that means it's a naval path or something along the lines of that. That was a false call. Cannot move across that. I feel like there is a way to. There's definitely a way to. Wait, hold on a second. This is free training, right? Let me just do this right here. Free training. Yeah, see, we're not losing any troops and we are gaining a lot of experience. Yeah, and as you'll see, my infantry will actually start beating the frigates here. Yeah, I'm gonna take advantage of all of these ships, honestly. We're gonna train all of these troops up. By the way, be careful when you're doing this because it's very easy for your entire army to just get wiped out. They went from being clovers to being elite trained soldiers just because we've been throwing them at the naval ships. There we go. Now we have the Command of the Vikings modifier. Then we do Norgesveldet. Reform the old lost monarchy. We held the first empire of Scandinavia, but our relevancy was crushed with 700 years of foreign occupation, with a new era having hit the world. Reforming. Heck, yeah, we're not going to pronounce that guy's name. Empire. We will rule the Scandinavian peninsula and all of Europe soon, and the European peninsula. I think we got to do a Viking conquest of Germany now. Let's once again take off a neutrality act and justify and then put it back on. Let's select all of our lands and do frigates all over them. 2 spawns of them, sure, that'll be good. I'm gonna start justifying on Russia too. By the time the justification is over, we should have defeated Germany. What's our army composition? They're using tanks. Shall we go straight into the capital? I think we should. We'd do this. Maybe we sack 1 million soldiers here, but who cares? We do not win against the German tanks. Oh, hell no. Oh, shit. What the f is that? Hold on, do I not? Oh, I don't have anti-tank equipment. Oh, we might have just lost the war right here. Holy shit. No f***ing way, bro. Did he not? What the hell are you doing? We have 10 million infantry, bro. I just gotta upgrade this static lines doctrine. We're gonna kill this guy. He just deleted all 5k of his tanks in Oslo that were max trained. And he has the audacity to say yikes to me in the chat. I do agree with him to some extent. That was a terrible offensive by me. I won't even lie. That was horrible. All of my troops are in the UK. I gotta move my soldiers here. I have my anti-tank now. This guy's going to lose. Yeah, look at my infantry now. We beat his tanks. We're both attritioning. I should win. Yeah, see? I have anti-tank technology now. There goes his entire tank force. Let me mirror this guy. Yikes. Yeah, he scorched my capital first, so that gave me the cue to start scorching his land. I like to mirror my opponents. Like, if they're not scorching me, I won't scorch them. If they have forts everywhere, I'll make forts everywhere. This guy's war exhaustion has to be 10. We got to move our entire navy around here. 4 mil infantry. Here we go. I don't think he has a response for this, right? AK tank somewhere, though. Oh, yeah, he's not. Okay, he's not going to let me land. We will land up here, then. It's just back and forth. I got to do some more auto-capturing action here. Oh my gosh. And I just beat all of his troops. Yep, that's GG well played, yep. Yep, he left the game. GG well played. That was a good fight. I gotta give it to Germany. That guy's tanks was on roids, man, I'm telling you. Dude, I fucked up so bad by not having anti-tank at the starts right there. We lost our capital and brought it back. We're gonna go off of unlimited working hours and instead be on reduced. That way the unrest in Europe goes down. Now, we're gonna annex cities here. I won't take the treasury from the USA just because the Confederacy probably needs it. We just do this, and there we go. Take over Canada just like that. I hope you all enjoyed. This is the Viking conquest of Europe. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.